Dino's talking about it. And bringing the spotlight is none other than the legendary Arcada Theater, located at 105 East Main Street in St. Charles. Catch dinner, drinks, and a show, all under one historic roof. So whether you're making plans or just love to know what's hot, make it a date with Dino's Night Out, Fridays 2 to 4 p.m. on WRMN 1410 AM, or stream it live at WRMN1410.com. Dino's Night Out, powered by the Arcada Theater, where Fox Valley comes to play.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 14.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by Cintas. Illinois Attorney General Kwame Raoul says he and Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison are leading a coalition challenging the Trump administration's repeal of federal mercury emission standards. The lawsuit argues the EPA failed to justify the rollback. Illinois State Police Director Brendan Kelly says it could take 18 years to replace the agency's fleet under current funding. Capital News Illinois reports more than 1,000 vehicles have exceeded their lifespan, with new units costing about $120,000. Governor J.B. Pritzker says an executive order from Donald Trump on election integrity is unconstitutional. Pritzker says Illinois will continue administering free and fair elections regardless of the order. Trump says the move is aimed at ensuring honest voting. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Working as a dedicated Fidelity advisor, I always ask, what's important to you? I'll look at those priorities and goals alongside your full financial picture to build a comprehensive plan designed to help grow and protect your wealth. With proactive portfolio insights and an eye on taxes, I'm here to help you make the most of your money. I'm Laura Maxwell, and I'm a dedicated Fidelity advisor. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by Cintas. Illinois Attorney General Kwame Raoul says he and Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison are leading a coalition challenging the Trump administration's repeal of federal mercury emission standards. The lawsuit argues the EPA failed to justify the rollback. Illinois State Police Director Brendan Kelly says it could take 18 years to replace the agency's fleet under current funding. Capital News Illinois reports more than 1,000 vehicles have exceeded their lifespan, with new units costing about $120,000. Governor J.B. Pritzker says an executive order from Donald Trump on election integrity is unconstitutional. Pritzker says Illinois will continue administering free and fair elections regardless of the order. Trump says the move is aimed at ensuring honest voting. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Working as a dedicated Fidelity advisor, I always ask, what's important to you? I'll look at those priorities and goals alongside your full financial picture to build a comprehensive plan designed to help grow and protect your wealth. With proactive portfolio insights and an eye on taxes, I'm here to help you make the most of your money. I'm Laura Maxwell, and I'm a dedicated Fidelity advisor. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blade. This afternoon, patchy fog with showers and thunderstorms likely, highs near 69. Tonight, a chance of showers and thunderstorms, becoming likely before midnight, mostly cloudy with a low around 46. Looking ahead to Friday, a slight chance of rain showers with a high near 62. Currently, it's 42 and drizzling. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Only available with TurboTax experts. Real-time updates only in iOS.
Before the weather gets too cold, it's time to finish up those outdoor jobs. That's why ComEd wants you to know that electricity can jump from a power line to you and to the tools you're using. So maintain a safe distance from any power lines. You can also call ComEd at 1-800-EDISON-1 to have those power lines de-energized the next time you do any work around them. Stay smart, stay safe, stay back. ComEd, powering lives.
Building a house is hard, but have you tried removing one? Flood Brothers takes the mess out of demolition. With fast roll-off dumpster delivery, reliable debris pickup, and a family-owned team that takes service personally. Call 630-261-0400 or visit floodbrothersdisposal.com. Flood Brothers Disposal, proud sponsor of America's First Responders Fest.
Welcome in, everybody, here to Out to Lunch on WRMN AM 1410. We're broadcasting live here from Studio 14. We are serving you, the listeners, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in today, being a part of the conversation with us. We're going to be talking about some good things here today on Out to Lunch, so definitely stay tuned for that. Not only can you listen to us on that AM 1410 dial, but you can also watch us on YouTube, youtube.com/WRMN radio. If you're interested in hitting that subscribe button and clicking that notification bell, you can always keep yourself up to date and in the loop on what's happening here in the Fox River Valley and what's going on here on WRMN. This show, Out to Lunch, is sponsored by St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. Get back to doing what you love with expert orthopedic and spine care at St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. From advanced surgery to personalized rehab, their specialists are with you throughout your care journey. St. Joseph Hospital is a proud member of Prime Healthcare, and they're here to keep you moving. So you can schedule your appointment today by calling 847-931-5525 or visit their website at stjosephelgin.com to learn more and to schedule your appointment. So thank you again to St. Joseph Hospital of Elgin for sponsoring today's show, Out to Lunch. Now, of course, it's a wet and rainy day today. As expected, we're going to be continuing on to see some of the rain and experience some of the temperatures kind of going back and forth a little bit up and down with some wet rain and thunderstorms and even a little bit of a warning that we're going to be in a little bit later today. So I just wanted to keep you in tune with that. We'll definitely talk more about that coming up into the 12 o'clock segment. As you know, springtime is here. It is in full swing. The flowers are starting to bloom. We are starting to notice, of course, a lot more rain. But with that being said, you might want to spring into action into something new, right? Maybe you want to try something that you've never done before. Maybe it's a particular activity, whether it's going to a specific, maybe new candy shop that's open, or maybe you want to try a new food, or maybe you want to experience a concert. Concert experiences, of course, are something that are so important, especially in the age of technology that we live in. We could get so much music right directly from our devices and on through our headphones into our ears, right? But nothing beats the actual physical experience of enjoying a beautiful masterpiece done by so many professionals. And the Elgin Symphony Orchestra, as many of you know out there, never disappoint. Well, coming up, it's going to be Saturday, April 11th and Sunday, April 12th. At the Hemmons Cultural Center, there is going to be a performance known as Beethoven's Fifth. And today we are graciously joined by celloist today, who is here calling in through the station. This is Oliver Herbert calling in today to talk a little bit about his experience and what you potentially can experience coming up soon. Thank you so much for joining us today, Oliver.
Yeah, pleasure. Nice to be with you.
Absolutely. So, Oliver, you are a cellist. Is it cellist or celloist?
Yes, cellist. That's right.
Okay. Tell us a little bit first on how you got interested in being a cellist. Was it something that started from childhood? Were there maybe family members or friends or particular artists that really inspired you to master this craft?
Sure. Well, I grew up actually in a family of musicians. My mom is a violinist. My dad plays the timpani, which are, the big drums in the back of the orchestra. So I was very much a part of the whole classical music world as a kid, and grew up listening to a lot of orchestra rehearsals. Instead of my parents having a babysitter, I would usually come and listen. And so I had a lot of exposure to it really early on. And because my parents also, loved music, they always made sure that I had, some music lessons. It was just something that they could kind of give to me. And at a certain point, I just really started falling in love with it for myself. I was maybe 12 or 13 years old, and I just, especially with the sound of the cello, it's something about it really grabbed me, and I knew that this is the instrument that I felt was maybe closest to my voice. So I got really serious about it from that point. And so I think it was just sort of a lucky situation where maybe, kind of the environment that I was growing up with ended up coinciding very much with my own interests later on.
I love that. That's exciting too, when you're really passionate about something and you get into the craft, and then you're able to even change people's lives as well. I think is really, really cool. So what's going to be coming up here? You're going to be performing a cello concerto with the Elgin Symphony Orchestra. What draws you to this piece? It's Robert Schumann's piece. What draws you to it? What should audiences listen
exactly.
For?
Yeah, well, this is a very quintessentially romantic piece, and what that means, in terms of the kind of music that I'm playing, is that it's filled with a lot of really direct emotion. It's a piece also with a lot of personal expression and vulnerability, but also a lot of really exciting moments as well. So I think it's a kind of music that really takes the listeners through sort of an emotional journey. And for me as the cellist, I feel like I'm sort of like a narrator and also a main character at the same time, telling a story to everybody. And I'm very excited. I've never played with the Elgin Symphony before, but I know Chad Goodman, their music director, and he's fantastic. So that's something I'm really looking forward to collaborating with all of them.
That's awesome. I know that this piece, of course, it's known for its emotional depth. Like you said, there's got to be a continuous flow between these different movements. So kind of speaking from a more, I guess you could say, mechanical side of things, how do you what is the foundation that you have in approaching to shape the narrative of this piece as a soloist?
Sure. Well, I think the piece starts out within a kind of exploratory state. So, you're sort of all of a sudden immersed in this very sensitive world, but it goes between sort of more melancholic expression to certain, outbursts, to then more warm and kind of optimistic expression. It's a piece that goes between a lot of different worlds and switches very quickly. And sort of that dialogue between these different kinds of expressions plays itself out throughout the first movement, and then eventually dissolves into a second movement, which is a really beautiful kind of song-like movement that also has a duet with the principal cellist. So the principal cellist of the Elgin Symphony will be playing also a solo part in that movement, and we play a duet together. And that's a really, really dreamlike and beautiful movement. And then the third movement is full of energy, very virtuosic. So, a lot of technical challenges for the cellist. So you'll get to see me play a lot of notes, but the trick to it is to almost make it look tossed off, or that it's easy. And so that's the goal. And yeah, it's a really fantastic piece, because in certain moments you'll hear the piece referring to itself, like referring to earlier music that appeared earlier in the piece. For instance, in the third movement, so you'll get a sense of the story is evolving, but it's always also referring to itself and tying you back to where you came from, if that makes sense.
Absolutely, it rounds back to a point in time within the song, so people are able to be strung along, but also still reminded of that too, and it all blends together.
Exactly.
Seamlessly as well too, which is, as a musical artist, I mean, you have to be one with the instrument. You have to make sure that the notes are just right, but you're also flowing in a certain way. You're moving your bodies and your arms in a specific manner to get it just right. Pressing down, on the strings, just in that certain way too. So it takes a lot of time and effort to do that. So I give you a lot of credit for your time and energy to do so.
Thank you. Yeah, I really love it, and I'm just very excited. Anytime I get to share a piece like this with audiences, it's really what I live for. So I'm really thrilled and excited to be there. This is also a piece that I've played quite a few times. When I auditioned for music college, this is the piece that I played in my audition. So it's a piece that I've revisited at different points in my life, and so carries also a special meaning. Each time I come back at it, I look at it fresh, but it also reminds me a lot of, where I've come from in my own development. And so it's an exciting thing to play.
Absolutely. I know that you have collaborated with the Elgin Symphony Orchestra and musical director Chad Goodman. Tell us a little bit about your experience.
Oh, well, I've worked with Chad before. We worked together at the New World Symphony, but I haven't worked yet with the Elgin Symphony.
Okay.
And so that's something I'm very curious and looking forward. I've heard wonderful things, and I also have family in the Chicago area. Because my dad is the timpani player in the Chicago Symphony Orchestra. And so because of my, circle of musical colleagues in the Chicago area, I've heard a lot of wonderful things about the Elgin Symphony. So, just very curious and looking forward.
Awesome. Yes. And it is very exciting, of course, for folks who know about the Elgin Symphony Orchestra and all they do. I know that this program also includes Beethoven's iconic Symphony No. 5. Now, as a performer on the same concert, how do you feel Schumann's concerto fits alongside such a monumental symphonic work?
Well, I think they're very different pieces. And so they complement each other quite well. Beethoven 5 has this sort of redeeming quality at the end. Of course, it starts, in a very dark place, but then ultimately it's about, transcending that, and is quite, has one of the most uplifting and satisfying, endings of a symphony I can think of, and very optimistic. Whereas the Schumann, I think, in a way, doesn't, while it ends in a triumphant manner, maybe it doesn't find the same kind of resolve and strength that the Beethoven finds. So it's the way that the Schumann ends, its sense of finality, is something completely different. So I think they're a really nice combination, and I think the audiences can. But the thing that really the pieces share is just a lot of really touching and emotionally gripping moments.
Absolutely. So this is definitely a piece that all is compiled together. It flows nice and smoothly. You have those intense moments and then those moments where there's a little bit more relaxation. So this is something that, folks, if you go out to these upcoming concerts, you are going to be experiencing that as well. Now, for audience members attending the April 11th and 12th concerts at the Hemmons Cultural Center, what do you hope that they can take away from this performance?
Well, I hope that people will, first of all, walk away with either, having been introduced or finding a deeper love for this particular music that we're playing. I'm also hoping that, I love also connecting with younger audiences. So for anybody who's, listening on the air, I encourage you also to bring your kids, if you have any, to the concert as well, because I think this music is really also exciting and really engaging for all kinds of people. And other than that, it's just something that I look forward to experiencing the connection with the audience in the hall. For me as a performer, the audience is just as much a part of the performance as I am, because I can feel the energy from the people there, and it feels like a kind of exchange. So I hope that people that come will also feel the same way.
Absolutely. I love that. So folks, if you want to check out more information, this is coming up. You can go to elginsymphony.org. If you go under the concerts and tickets section, you'll be able to find it under the event schedule. Ticket information includes prices for the gold tickets at $68, red at $42, and green at $20. Student tickets at $10 as well. This is coming up Saturday, April 11th and Sunday, April 12th. Looking forward to this, as many also out there as well. And Oliver, thank you so much for joining us today. I know people can also find you. You have your own website and Facebook page as well.
I do, yes. It's oliverherbertcello.com. And you can find me also on, social media and things like that pretty easily by searching my name. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for taking the time, and best of luck to you and, of course, everyone else in this performance.
Thank you.
Of course. Bye-bye now. All right, that was Oliver joining us here, of course, live in studio, or not in studio, but calling into the station here to talk a little bit about this exquisite piece that he's going to be a part of, as well as many others. So if you want to check out more information, don't forget, of course, you can go to elginsymphony.org. That's elginsymphony.org for more information. Program information includes Quinn Mason, A Joyous Trilogy, R. Schumann, a cello concerto, and then Beethoven Symphony No. 5. Chad Goodman, of course, is conductor, and Oliver Herbert on cello. Again, you can get those tickets. They're available now online. Still time to do so. I know it's coming up very soon. It's not this week, but it's not this weekend, but next weekend. Gold tickets are at $68, red at $42, and green at $20. Again, students get in at $10. You can call and ask about their free youth tickets for children ages 17 and under. If you want to check out some more information on that, you can go to their website, check those different dates. Again, Saturday, April 11th at 7:30 p.m. and Sunday, April 12th at 2:30 p.m. for that wonderful matinee show that you can enjoy. If you would like to get a little bit more information on guest artist Oliver, you can actually scroll down on elginsymphony.org and go through a little bit on his biography there. Now, of course, he also does have his website, oliverherbertcello.com. You can check out things that are coming up for the different performances that he will be available to attend and go to. Calendar events and Media Hub is also available on his website as well. And then, of course, you can also view him on Facebook to the official Facebook page. So feel free to also check that out too. If you are looking to get information, of course, on musical director Chad Goodman, you can find that. He's been musical director of the Elgin Symphony Orchestra since 2023, and he does a phenomenal job, as does everyone at Elgin Symphony Orchestra for all that they do. Don't forget, of course, you can also check out other events coming up as well. So any other presenting seasons, I know they're presenting their 77th season here, the Elgin Symphony Orchestra. If you want to check out their 2026-2027 season, recently been announced, of course, partnering between musical director Chad Goodman and the ESO, continuing to attract enthusiastic audience members to the Hemmons Cultural Center. So really, really cool to check that out. If you want to be a supporter, of course, there's annual giving, sponsorships, Encore Society, and the Symphony League. You can showcase, of course, your dynamic artistic flair when it comes to performing. Feel free to reach out to them for more information on that. Again, the Elgin Symphony Orchestra is an immensely strong staple in the community, and you don't want to miss out on getting those great tickets and checking out those awesome performances. And of course, here on WRMN, we like to keep you up to date and in the loop on all that's happening with them as well, too. Their main hours of operation, if you want to go to their main, of course, building, which is at 20 DuPage Court, right around the corner here from the station. They're open Tuesdays through Fridays from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. You can also email the box office at boxoffice@elginsymphony.org, or you can also call their number at 847-888-4000. And of course, you want to follow them on those social media pages. You'll be able to find them on their Facebook page. They always do have their timeline picture up on the main timeline picture as what their next concert is going to be. You can follow along, see, of course, the beautiful different events that they have and more, of course, that are featured on the Facebook pages and websites available for the Elgin Symphony Orchestra. So definitely really good to check out. Very nice. So thanks again, Oliver, for joining us. I also want to remind you here, too, you can go to the Elgin Symphony Orchestra's page on the Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber of Commerce website does tell you information about them, too. You can also, of course, get additional information and more. You can also, of course, check out some other symphonies located around the Fox River Valley area and the Elgin area. The Elgin Youth Symphony Orchestra is another great one. I did have the pleasure of working with them for about a year back in 2020 to 2021. I was a crew member, so I did help set up, of course, the rooms, did some cleaning, and was able to be a part of a massive flow of students who take so much time and energy out of their weekends to make the Elgin Youth Symphony Orchestra work. And, of course, the coordinators do such a great job. Of course, a shout out to Eric Larson, as well as to some of the other conductors out there, too. I know Tracy Dulilla as well, and Matt Shepard. So a great, great, wonderful staff of people that's at the Elgin Youth Symphony Orchestra, and, of course, also the Elgin Symphony Orchestra. So lots to do in the Fox River Valley, even just in the Elgin area. You can definitely check it out. We still have a little bit of time left. I did skip the break. I thought, I don't need to take a little break. I can continue to talk here. So let's go through the weather and temperatures so that I can keep you in tune with all of that so that you know exactly what to expect. We are definitely going to be getting some not so great weather being over my head right about now, which is soon to be. Thank you, Dino, for letting me know about that. Yes, it is starting to drizzle a little bit more heavily now. So again, if you are driving, it is a little slick outside. It's going to get definitely continuing on to be a little bit more on the rainy side of things today. Don't forget, starting at 1 o'clock, we are in that wind advisory. Actually, it's been updated until now. So now we're in that wind advisory. It doesn't really look like as of right now it's too windy out, but it will continue to do so until 7 p.m. CDT this evening. South winds 20 to 30 miles per hour with gusts up to 45 miles per hour expected. Don't forget, of course, you can not only look at depending on what source you use, whether it's your phone, whether it is maybe you have an app on your computer, rain meter is something that we use here on WRMN, but that's just more for the times and also the front screen for the morning show hosts. But we also do have, of course, I bring up the weather channel. So again, high of 70 degrees coming today. It is feeling a little bit colder outside, just mainly because of the, I guess the rain, I guess you could say, is why it's feeling a little bit colder. But eventually we're going to get dropping down to a low of 44 degrees, potentially some damaging winds, as well as large hail and possibly tornado with some storms too. So just make sure that you're all set and ready for that too. Keep yourself up to date. We'll keep you up to date on that. You are listening to Out to Lunch here on WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. We're soon going to be taking our bottom of the hour news and messages from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we'll go through our Sunny Skies inspirational story of the day. We'll talk a little bit about what the word of the day is, the national day that we have available, and if time allows, maybe a little bit of a conversation story that we will talk about as well. It is, of course, also a Thursday. It is a lovely Thursday today. It is a thirsty Thursday. Yesterday, we had the White Sox game, so I was not able to do my Wind Down Wednesday or / my Wings Wednesday. So what I'll do today is I'll make sure during the 12 o'clock hour, we'll bring up those different local performances and what's happening locally in the Fox River Valley that way, too. We also do have our Tradio segment at 12:30 coming up as well. Stay tuned for more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN AM 1410, and we'll be back with more in just a little bit.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby, brought to you by Cintas. Illinois State Police Director Brendan Kelly says it could take 18 years to replace the agency's fleet under current funding. Capital News Illinois reports more than 1,000 vehicles have exceeded their lifespan, with new units costing about $120,000. Governor J.B. Pritzker says an executive order from Donald Trump on election integrity is unconstitutional. Pritzker says Illinois will continue administering free and fair elections regardless of the order. Trump says the move is aimed at ensuring honest voting. Illinois Attorney General Kwame Raoul says he and Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison are leading a coalition challenging the Trump administration's repeal of federal mercury emission standards. The lawsuit argues the EPA failed to justify the rollback. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
The problem with radio is we can't show you our new box packed with a KFC snacker, 5 nuggets, fries, and a drink for just $7. So you'll just have to trust us when we say the crispy golden fried breading will make your mouth water. You'll have to trust us when we say this is a ridiculous amount of chicken for such a small price. And you'll have to really trust us when we insist that, yes, it really is only $7. $7 box feast from KFC. Trust us. It's finger-licking good.
Prices and participation may vary. Tax, tips, and fees extra.
Progressive knows you think the grass is always greener. Like maybe you ride a motorcycle. But today, it's raining. So you wish you had an RV. But if you did, you'd have to listen to some guy parked next to it at a campsite plays acoustic guitar. Now, before you start wishing you had a boat, remember, your brother-in-law would invite himself every weekend.
Permission to come aboard, Captain?
But one thing that is greener is the money you could save when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Welcome to downtown Elgin, where businesses, community, and creativity come together. The Downtown Neighborhood Association provides valuable, complimentary services to all downtown businesses, organizations, property owners, and residents, helping you gain exposure and thrive. Whether you're already part of the district or exploring a new downtown location, DNA is here to help your vision grow. Join us in creating a vibrant, connected, and successful downtown Elgin. Call now, 847-488-1456, or you can email info@downtownelgin.com. Ask for Jennifer Facala. Downtown Neighborhood Association, where the heart of business beats strong.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blade. This afternoon, patchy fog with showers and thunderstorms likely. Highs near 68. Tonight, a chance of showers and thunderstorms becoming likely after midnight. Mostly cloudy with a low around 46. Looking ahead to Friday, partly sunny with a high near 62. Currently, it's 47 and raining moderately. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
This is the highlight of my morning. Hey, what's up? It's Island.
And I'm Josh.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit is that it's our go-to morning comfort.
And you've got that nice golden fluffy egg.
With a soft, flaky biscuit.
Crispy bacon.
Melty cheese.
You want something quick, you want something convenient, but most of all, you want something good.
There's no better way to start your morning.
There we go.
Start off the morning with a Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit with Simply Orange Juice. Order on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN AM 1410. We are broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today, being a part of the conversation with us. We hope that you are enjoying this morning. I know that it is definitely an overcast day outside today, but like I do say, don't let this stop you from having a good day today. Out to Lunch is sponsored by St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. Are you looking to get that expert orthopedic and spine care close to home? You can trust St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. They have their highly skilled orthopedic and spine specialists providing advanced treatments for joint, bone, and back conditions, all with a personalized approach designed to get you moving again. Whether it's hip or knee pain, sports injuries, or complex spine issues, they use the latest technology and surgical techniques to help you heal faster and get back to the activities that you love. And that's not all. Their comprehensive rehabilitation services mean you'll have expert support every step of the way, from surgery through recovery. Trust your help to excellence. Trust St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, a proud member of Prime Healthcare. Call today at 847-931-5525 or visit their website at stjosephelgin.com to learn more and to schedule your appointment. So thank you so much to St. Joseph Hospital of Elgin for sponsoring today's show, Out to Lunch. Of course, here as well, wanted to go through and mention here also, if you go on to our YouTube channel and you do want to check out any particular interviews, you can always go to our playlist page. Our playlist page does offer the different shows that we do feature here on WRMN. If you are looking for, of course, the Wise Coffee Chat shows, those are all in there as well. The recent episode from yesterday has been posted. Of course, anything related to the community hour. Some of the older shows are also featured on there as well, but some of the monthly recurring shows are also featured. Chamber Chat with Carol Gieske, also as well too. Some of the small business spotlights, life experiences with William Pellerinos. He will not be in tomorrow, so we are going to be doing a replay for him of the Kelly Tanzer episode. So that'll be coming up tomorrow. If you're looking for, of course, planning your vacations, Travel Tuesdays with Cruises International. If you do want to check out those podcasts, Somebody Knows Something is available. You can also do a Google search and find it on Spreaker or also on Apple. Somebody Knows Something podcast in Elgin, and you can find it on there too. I know they recently had, of course, the official season 3 episode 1 release. That was last week. Wisteria is Missing. So if you do want to listen to that, you can find it as well. You can listen to that. We'll find a time to also play it here on the station as well. So you'll be able to listen to that. But that's under the podcast for Apple. Taking a look here, we do have a, let me see, under the live section, we have a comment here. Let me see if I can find it. I saw it pop up on the message there. All right. Hello to you, Shelly. I appreciate your show. Like that you put the date on the live stream. So if I can't watch it later, I can always look for the date and catch it later. Absolutely. Shelly, thank you so much for reminding me about that. I do have the date on there. It's listed under 4226. But thank you, Shelley, for letting me know about that. And thank you for tuning in and taking the time to message me about that. I appreciate it. Let's take a look here at our inspirational story of the day. This person writes, so my 3-year-old daughter and I were on our way to the park, is how the story starts. On the way to the park, we pass over a small bridge that my daughter calls the Troll Bridge. The bridge is about 20 feet over a small stream. On this day, there were a bunch of angsty teens hanging on both and under the bridge. Right at the entrance to the bridge is a girl who is doodling in a notebook. She had overheard my daughter call the bridge the Troll Bridge. Before I even knew what was going on, she told the boys in the water to pretend to be trolls, and without skipping a beat, they started snarling and splashing in the water. All of a sudden, the girl at the entrance produces one of those Harry Potter magic wands and looks like the ones from the movies and hands it to my daughter. At that very moment, 3 more kids show up just to know what is going on. My daughter runs over to the middle of the bridge and starts throwing spells at the kids in the water below. They both act as if they were hit by the spells and fall into the water, screaming in pain. All the kids were cheering for my daughter, and the look on her face was unbelievable. She was grinning from ear to ear and was blown away. She got a glimpse of real magic, and to be honest, so did I. It was an absolute whirlwind, and I was just like over there, and we end up back our way to the park. And that was over a year ago now, and my daughter still looks out for those kids every time we go to the park. We have never seen them since. But whoever they are, I'm very grateful for them. They did something that may seem trivial, but it was a very special moment for this person's daughter. And she says that I will share it and never forget it as long as I live. So a nice little inspirational story there that some of the teens decided to play along with this person's 3-year-old daughter and make her chuckle and smile and be amazed, really more so. When you give kids that attention, it's very, very rewarding. So that's a nice inspirational story that was posted today. Thank you to the user for posting that as well. Something I also forgot to mention is you can look at the views. They have specific views. Usually you go down the list older and older and the views get higher and higher, but this one today already has almost 100 views. So congratulations to them. And of course you can also post your own story on there as well too. Let's take a look at the word of the day today. The word of the day is an elegant, simple one. It is fawn. Fawn. Fawn really means show an expression, show affection. Fawn is spelled F-A-W-N. It's a verb. To fawn over or on someone, usually someone important or powerful, is to try to get their approval through praise, special attention, or flattery. Fawn is also sometimes used, especially but not exclusively, of dogs to mean to show affection, right? So here's an example, a couple examples of how it is used in sentences. Still new to celebrity, the musician blushed at the restaurant staff fawning over her during her recent home-time visit. Or, I've only been gone 5 minutes, but the puppy fawned on me like I'd been away for hours. Maybe you have a person in your life that fawns over you, or maybe more so looks up to you, right? We always have people like that. Or maybe you look up to them. But that is the word of the day today. It is fawn, recognized in those particular contexts. You can find more on that on the Merriam-Webster's dictionary on their website. I know with the time remaining, we are cutting it a little bit close here, getting into our next break, and then we'll continue on. We'll stick with conversation story of the day. We'll go through an interesting random fact, of course, something to chew on a little bit quickly. We'll take our time out, and then we'll talk about the National Day calendar and recognize some places that do serve a particular food item that is recognized on this day. So let's chew on this interesting fact. The record for the most pancake flips in 2 minutes is 349 times. Now, I am curious as to who did this. Who was the champion that decided to say, hey, I'm going to try to do this at 349? The world record for the most pancake flips was achieved by Dean Gould in 1995. Gould. I like that. G-O-U-L-D, Gould. quite golden, I would say, with those golden pancakes. This feat requires the same pancakes to be flipped 349 times within the time limit, using the pan as the base for at least 21.5 centimeters and specific batter requirements. So very cool. And then I know there was another guy too I saw. Most pancake flip tosses in 1 minute is 140, and that was by an Australian chef, Brad Jolly. How jolly. That's pretty cool. And there's even a video of him actually doing it that you can even find on the Guinness World Records on Facebook there. So it's pretty cool to check that out if you want to see all the flips he does in that video. That's a lot of flips of the pancake, making sure it stays intact as well too, because I'd be at a point where it's like, stop flipping it. I want to eat it now. As someone who's a foodie here on, of course, Out to Lunch. So yeah, some interesting stuff there, of course, that you can check out. You can Google it yourself or just tune in here to Out to Lunch on WRMN. The time is 44 past the hour. We're going to take another quick time out. When we come back, we will go through our national days, see what we have to recognize, celebrate, and enjoy. And then a particular food item that's recognized today that many of you folks out there, including myself, do enjoy, and quite customizable and flexible on the ingredients that go in this particular item. We'll talk a little bit about some of the places that you can go to locally here in the Fox River Valley that'll serve those delicious choices. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN.
At Britain's Touchless Car Wash, they know life gets busy. That's why they're here 24/7 to keep your car looking spotless, fast, and easy. Their advanced brush-free wash technology delivers a sparkling clean without a single scratch, because they treat your car like it's their own. Here's the best part. Right now, you can get a free car wash just for joining their text club. It's simple. Just text BRITT to 30400, and your first wash is on them. Britain's Touchless Car Wash has two convenient locations, 1923 Larkin Avenue in Elgin and 555 Willow in West Dundee. They're proud to keep your car clean while giving back to our community. Text BRITT to 30400. That's BRITT to 30400. Now for your free car wash, and see why Britain's Touchless Car Wash is the fast, gentle, and reliable choice.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Is back or neck pain keeping you from living the life you love? At St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, our spine specialists help patients get back to moving, working, and enjoying life again, often with minimally invasive treatments and faster recovery. The care you need, the expertise you trust, right here in your community. Visit stjosephelgin.com to schedule a consultation. St. Joseph Hospital, celebrating 125 years of compassionate care.
If your idea of therapy involves a fishing rod, a tree stand, or a campfire, then you need American Outdoors Radio. Host John Cruz speaks your language, whether it's about the best lures, tracking game, or that one buddy who always forgets to bring the beer. John's got the tips to sharpen your aim, the hacks to pack lighter, and the stories to keep you entertained. Again, that's American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz. Saturdays at 7 a.m. on WRMN 1410. Or stream it at WRMN1410.com. Get ready to outfish, outhunt, and outcamp 'em all on American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz.
Welcome back, folks, here to Out to Lunch on WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, everyone, of course, for tuning in today, being a part of the conversation with us here. Wanted to go through our National Day calendar today, see what we have to recognize, celebrate, and enjoy on this day, April 2nd. It happens to be quite a rainy and overcast day outside, so let's go through and maybe cheer up your day and see what we've got going on. Well, of course, this is a traditional sandwich that lots of little kiddies out there enjoy, maybe even yourself as well. It is National Peanut Butter and Jelly Day today, celebrating a classic food favorite. The average American would have eaten over 2,000 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches by the time they graduate from high school. Peanut butter was considered a delicacy back in the early 1900s and was only served in New York City's finest tea rooms. In a May 1896 article published in the Good Housekeeping magazine, a recipe urged homemakers to use meat grinder to make peanut butter and spread the result on bread. That same year in June, the culinary magazine Table Talk published a peanut butter sandwich recipe. It is thought that Julia Davis Chandler issued the first reference to peanut butter or paste paired with jelly on a bread in the United States back in 1901. Her article is found in the Boston Cooking School magazine of Culinary Science and Domestic Economics. That's quite the mouthful there. In the late 1920s, the price of peanut butter declined and the sandwich became very popular with kids. According to the Peanut Board, during World War II, both peanut butter and jelly were part of the United States soldiers' military ration list. In 1968, the J.M. Smucker Company introduced Goober, a jarred product that combined both vertical stripes that included peanut butter and also jelly. So how do you observe Peanut Butter and Jelly Day? Well, of course, make yourself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. There's also the peanut butter jelly time song. Or, of course, there's also peanut butter and jelly soda that you can try out. A couple months ago on the morning show, maybe it was even I think it was probably last year, they had tried out the peanut butter and jelly soda, which was quite interesting. But you know what? It might be a good day to try something different, try something new too, right? So there's different ways that you can incorporate this celebration into your day, even if it is just as simple as making that sandwich for yourself. Speaking of more food, and a big one today, it's National Burrito Day. Now, of course, this is a fun-filled dish to enjoy, and this is a celebration of the tasty and versatile Mexican dish wrapped in the tortillas. As we know, burritos are heavy tortillas wrapped around meat, cheese, tomato, rice, beans, vegetables, and sauces. Like many other tortilla dishes, the burrito is quite flexible. The cook chooses the meat fillings from ground beef, shredded chicken, shredded beef, or shredded pork. The same applies to the bean choices, often ranging from black, red, whole, or refried beans. Once again, the flexibility of choice applies to vegetables, allowing the cook to grill the vegetables or keep them fresh. Spices such as cumin, chili powder, or oregano give the burritos that authentic Mexican flavor. For a little bit of an added crunch, you can't go wrong when it is deep fried. Very delicious. Now, what are some places that you can go to that offer some good burritos? Well, if you're looking more so in the Elgin area, there's Mr. Caesar's Mexican Grill, known for their excellent steak burritos and friendly service, often described as a hidden gem. There's also Tacos Jerez at 263 South Randall Road. They have burrito options, including breakfast burritos, because you can also do breakfast burritos too, which are good. Los Comales on Dundee Avenue is known for traditional Mexican burritos and fresh guacamole. There's also La Roca in Elgin. You can also try Don Taco Mexican food in Elgin. El Paraiso on McLean Boulevard, highly regarded with authentic breakfasts or burritos. But if you're also maybe looking for like a breakfast burrito too, there are some good options that you can choose from. La Cosecha does have that as well too. You can go to, El Faro does have their breakfast burrito. A couple other American cuisine places that you can go to, diner places, do offer some good breakfast burritos as well that you can try. But if you want to keep to some more of the authentic cuisines, You can check out some places if you're out in Bartlett. There's north of the border Mexican restaurant is another one that you can check out. And then there's also a couple other ones too. There's some big franchises. Taco Bell has good burritos. Give them a try. They're for a good price too. But if you want something a little bit more on the authentic side of things, those authentic Mexican cuisine restaurants are good to go to. Emily's Mexican Grill, La Flor Taco Grill is another good one. Alexander's Cafe has some pretty good breakfast burritos. Paul's Burritos Express is another one. So there's a whole big list of different choices to choose from when it comes to those delicious breakfast burritos. Definitely give them a try. Let's see some other days that are recognized on this day. It is World Children's Picture Book Day. Instantly taking back to our picture book reading days, what better occasion to reminisce on some of those times on National Children's Picture Book Day. I read and / observed lots of different picture books as a kid. I especially loved them the most. Even when I was like 8, 9 years old, I was like, I just want to see the picture books. I like looking at the art of the picture books. You read the classics, Little Red Riding Hood, Cinderella, and all those good ones out there too. Maybe you read some other books out there. There were some picture books that I always loved, like If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus. There were some other books out there that I specifically remember that I was always afraid of. I would still read them because I was curious. There was one that, and I can't remember what it was called. I have no idea. I should probably look it up and see if I can find it. But they had some very the artist was great, but they had like a really scary wolf in the book, and I didn't like it. It was very scary. It had like bloodshot eyes, and it was like up right in your face when you open the page. And I would always like kind of fold the page over a little bit and like prepare myself instead of it just being completely flipped. And I probably think my brother Ryan probably scared me with that book multiple times, where he's like, look, it's the wolf. And I'd be like, get out of here or something. I don't know. I'd be like, Mom, no. So there were some picture books that used to scare me too, but I was always intrigued by it. There's a lot of picture books out there. There's tons of different books that are celebrated on this day. So with that being said, of course, go to the local libraries, check out those great picture books, and let your child explore. Those pictures do speak 1,000 words, definitely. We did mention this a little bit earlier into the community hour at the 9 o'clock segment. It is Autism Awareness Day, recognizing today's statistics revealing that autism spectrum disorder is 4.3 times more prevalent in boys than it is girls. That's an interesting fact. This is because girls, quote, often go undiagnosed. There's no better way to celebrate this day than by becoming aware of the characteristics of people with this condition and how all of us can do better to increase our own understanding and promote kindness as well, too. So let's spread awareness and kindness today on National Autism Awareness Day. It's recognized in the United States. I would definitely say it should be recognized all around the world, too. Some other days, of course, if you're religious, Holy Thursday is recognized on this day. It is also known as Green Thursday in Germany, also called Maundy Thursday. It's a Catholic cultural holiday. Christians commemorate the Last Supper of Jesus Christ and his disciples, as observed in the Bible. Although the remembrance of the Last Supper is done at every other Mass, Holy Thursday is a day specially dedicated to this biblical event and spiritual significance as well, too. It also does talk a little bit about recognizing Jesus being betrayed and then crucified the next day, too. So if you are religious, this is a day, of course, to remember, to ponder on as well, too, to look into that inner faith and find yourself in Christ, if you believe. So very good to do that if you do believe so. National Ferret Day is also recognized on this day, spreading awareness, dispelling misgivings, and educate people about taking care of the domesticated ferret is also recognized on this day. There's a couple other ones that you can also find as well, too. You can find that posted on National Today Calendar and nationaldaycalendar.com. Up next, we'll continue on talking more about what's happening locally here in the Fox River Valley area and on WRMN AM 1410. We also do have What's Cooking Today coming up at 1 o'clock. The White Sox game has been stalled. It'll be playing on Friday. So we are going to be doing a Talk Time with Tammy and Friends Best of Edition. since we had planned to play the game then. So I have that already in the system ready to go. I chose a more recent Thursday edition of Talk Time with Tammy and Friends. We'll also go through what's going to be coming up at the 1 o'clock segment as well. Stay tuned for more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN AM 1410.
Most people out here think that taking care of one another is important. And most people would step up for a neighbor going through a tough time. Most people around here help out friends and family when they need it. But the funny thing is, most of us won't look for help when we need it. If you're struggling with mental health, you should know that there are resources out there that can help. And it's okay to talk about it if you need to. One place to get started with information is loveyourmindtoday.org. Loveyourmindtoday.org offers a range of guides, instructions, and insights for dealing with difficult situations or getting through a tough time. If you're struggling with mental health, get the help you need, because most people out here really care. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 12 o'clock.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby, brought to you by Cintas. Governor J.B. Pritzker says an executive order from Donald Trump on election integrity is unconstitutional. Pritzker says Illinois will continue administering free and fair elections regardless of the order. Trump says the move is aimed at ensuring honest voting. Illinois Attorney General Kwame Raoul says he and Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison are leading a coalition challenging the Trump administration's repeal of federal mercury emission standards. The lawsuit argues the EPA failed to justify the rollback. Illinois State Police Director Brendan Kelly says it could take 18 years to replace the agency's fleet under current funding. Capital News Illinois reports more than 1,000 vehicles have exceeded their lifespan, with new units costing about $120,000. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/save. That's ethos.com/save. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
The Blackhawks continue their road trip at Edmonton tonight. Connor Bedard recently scored his 30th goal of the season. Meanwhile, Connor McDavid with 43 goals for the Oilers. The Cubs beat the Angels 6-2 on Wednesday. Matthew Boyd got the win. He went 5 2/3 and allowed a run on 2 hits with 10 strikeouts. The Cubs broke it open with 5 runs in the bottom of the third, fueled by a Nico Horner RBI double, an Alex Bregman RBI single, and a Dansby Swanson sac fly. Another ugly loss for the White Sox, this time a 10-0 shutout at the hands of the Marlins. Sandy Alcantara 2-0 with the win. 7 strikeouts. He pitched a complete game 3-hitter. Meanwhile, Shane Smith tagged for 7 runs on 8 hits over 3 innings. The Pacers beat the Bulls 145-126 last night. Mattis Bazelis led Chicago with 17 points and 9 rebounds. Save big when you bundle auto and home, renters, or condo with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
The problem with radio is we can't show you our new box packed with a KFC snacker, 5 nuggets, fries, and a drink for just $7. So you'll just have to trust us when we say the crispy golden fried breading will make your mouth water. You'll have to trust us when we say this is a ridiculous amount of chicken for such a small price. And you'll have to really trust us when we insist that, yes, it really is only $7. $7 box feast from KFC. Trust us. It's finger-licking good.
Prices and participation may vary. Tax, tips, and fees extra.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-885-3333. That's 800-885.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blade. This afternoon, patchy fog with showers and thunderstorms likely, highs near 68. Tonight, a chance of showers and thunderstorms becoming likely after midnight, mostly cloudy with a low around 46. Looking ahead to Friday, partly sunny with a high near 62. Currently, it's 47 and raining moderately. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
This is the highlight of my morning. Hey, what's up? It's Island.
And I'm Josh.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit is that it's our go-to morning comfort.
You've got that nice golden fluffy egg.
With a soft, flaky biscuit.
Crispy bacon.
Melty cheese.
You want something quick, you want something convenient, but most of all, you want something good.
There's no better way to start your morning.
There we go.
Start off the morning with a Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit with Simply Orange Juice. Order on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us too in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
For a little lighthearted lawlessness on Sunday afternoons, listen to Handle on the Law from 4 to 7 p.m. Handle on the Law is a unique combination of useful legal advice and outrageous Handle remarks. Whether you're talking about Big Brother, big business, big legal problems, or Big Macs, you'll rarely find Bill without an opinion. His rapid-fire commentary gives listeners the information they crave in the way they crave it. It's Handle on the Law, Sunday afternoons from 4 to 7 p.m. right here on WRMN, AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
And welcome, folks, to the 12 o'clock hour of Out to Lunch here on WRMN AM 1410. We're broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, everyone, of course, for tuning in today. We hope that you are enjoying this afternoon. It looks like the rain has kind of stopped, at least here in Elgin. It's definitely going to continue on today, though, as we are still in that warning. So make sure that you are aware of that, which many of you are, of course. 1 p.m. until 7 p.m. tonight is that wind advisory that's going to be coming up. We do see that high of 68 degrees coming up for today. Chance of rain at 100%. It does look like it has stopped just a little bit now, but it'll continue on throughout the day. High of 68, currently 58 right now, feeling like 51. It drops down to 44 as our low with some wind and strong thunderstorms, possibly damaging winds, large hail, possibly a tornado with some storms too. So just make sure that you are all set for making sure you're safe. That's coming up for later tonight. Tomorrow on Friday, mostly cloudy skies early, becoming partly cloudy later in the day. A high of 60 degrees is in that forecast. It does drop down to a low of 41 degrees coming up for tomorrow night. Rain showers in the evening with some thunderstorms developing. Into Saturday, we see a high of 52 with a low of 35 degrees coming through. That will be for Saturday night. Heading on into Sunday, we do see temperatures continuing to be in the 50s as our highs, lows in the 30s. Cloudy skies early, becoming partly cloudy later in the day. We will get a little bit of a break from the rain as it takes its little hiatus before eventually coming back into the middle of the month of April. For Monday, rolling around here at a high of 49, partly cloudy skies in the morning, giving way to cloudier skies during the afternoon. It drops down to chillier temperatures, a low of 25, with a few clouds from time to time. That's Monday, April 6th. Tuesday the 7th, we see a high of 42 and a low of 31, partly cloudy skies during the evening, giving way to some cloudier skies overnight. That is 10 to 15 miles per hour for that wind speed for Tuesday. Wednesday rolls around, a high of 60, considerable amount of cloudiness, dropping down to 50 degrees as our low, mostly cloudy skies. That'll be coming up for Wednesday. And then next Thursday, a week from today, we start to see more showers coming through. That high of 68 is predicted, with about a 40 to 60% chance of rain throughout the day, dropping down to 50 as our low for Thursday night. So again, just wanted to put that information out there for you so that you know. Now, of course, for the flea market goers out there like myself, the Kane County Flea Market is usually the first Saturday and Sunday of the month. However, due to Easter, it'll be moved to April 11th and April 12th during that weekend due to Easter. So that'll be April 11th and 12th. That'll be for Saturday, April 11th from 11 a.m. to 4, and Sunday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Admission is $7. Children under 12 are free when accompanied by an adult. Parking is always complimentary. Dealer setup begins at 8 a.m. Saturday, so line up and check it out on their website. That's Kane County Flea Market. Pretty exciting. I wanted to also announce this to you as well. Now, many of you might already know this, of course. If you are a sponsor, vendor, attendee, and or a volunteer at the Pallet to Pallet event, we just got, of course, yesterday, the highlights. So let's talk a little bit about this. This is from Pallet to Pallet. They say, of course, a big thank you for attending Pallet to Pallet of 2026, for showing up hungry, and for bringing a hearty serving of generosity to the table. This year's event deserves 5 Michelin stars and is all thanks to the fabulous sponsors, vendors, attendees, and volunteers who made it possible. Here are some of the highlights from Tuesday night. They had 250 taste testers attending Pallet to Pallet, give or take a few. 39 sponsors supported their event. 19 vendors shared their culinary talents and served delicious treats. And 27 winners took home raffle prizes. And the sweetest part of the evening, they raised over $85,000. Yes, Food for Greater Elgin raised over $85,000 to fund their food pantry and fight food insecurity in the Greater Elgin area. That's nearly 9 months worth of food, feeding about 112,000 people. And that's all thanks to everyone that participated in that. They do say be on the lookout for the next couple of days for some photos. And if you want to check out what we covered at the Pallet to Pallet event, that video has been edited and posted onto our YouTube channel. You can find it on youtube.com/WRMN radio. It is the Pallet to Pallet event 2026. If you go under our videos page, you'll be able to find it there. So if you want to take a look at that, of course, Dino, Sue, were out there, of course. Big Mike was out there too, myself. If you want to take a look at that video, I do have it up and running. You can find it on our YouTube channel. Had a great time interviewing so many of the wonderful people and the vendors out there, so definitely check it out. Had a great time. I enjoyed myself, and everyone else did too. And it was definitely more packed this time than it was last year when I went last year. So check it out. That is WRMN at Pallet to Pallet 2026. We had a great time. So you can find that on our YouTube page. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. We've got Jose in the comments section. Hello, Matt. Great show. Stay dry. LOL. Yes, definitely. Sending hearts your way for that comment. Trying to stay nice and dry today, as we are eventually going to start to see some heavier rain. And hopefully I'll try to get home before the storm kicks in, the heavy, heavy storm. It's also garbage night tonight, so we'll have to figure out what we're going to do about that. Hopefully those strong winds won't knock down the garbages like they did a couple weeks ago. Yes, we had that trouble, but other people did too. Let's see here. What were some other things? Yeah, if you want to check out Food for Greater Elgin, you can go to their Facebook page. You can also go to their website at foodforgreaterelgin.com. They just posted 4 minutes ago, just updated here. Attention to all the guests and volunteers. They are going to be closed Friday, April 3rd for Good Friday. Regular distribution hours will resume on Monday, April 6th. For more information about their hours and closures, visit their website at foodforgreaterelgin.org/plan your visit. And again, they do say to enjoy the holiday weekend, a happy Easter, and a welcome to spring to all of them too. So very good. We'll also go through some other things coming up here locally in the Fox River Valley area, things to recognize, celebrate, and enjoy. After the Out to Lunch program here at 1 o'clock, we've got What's Cooking Today with Michael Horn. On today's show, he's going to be having Carter Osterhaus sharing top spring home improvement tips, and Shishka Narula talking about simple ways to strengthen your savings. Plus, today's headlines include Krispy Kreme's limited edition Artemis II donut, a man discovering a 1970s Christmas gift hidden in his wall, and AccuWeather's forecast from up to 16 storms in the 2026 Atlantic hurricane season. So if you want to listen to that, you can find more information on what'scookingtoday.com on CRN. Michael Horn does a phenomenal job, of course, having those guests and, of course, hosting the show as well. We're proud to be able to play that here on the AM 1410 dial. So again, lots of different things are coming up here. We'll also make sure to talk about what are some of the different Easter brunches that you can go to. I mentioned this a little bit during the community hour, but I'll definitely pay homage and mention it again, going through what are some of the places that you can go to. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more after the break. Taking it to a 3-minute break, we'll go through our messages and sponsors. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a little bit. Here on WRMN AM 1410, we like to keep you informed and in tune to what's happening here in the Fox River Valley and what's going on here on WRMN. We recognize the importance of local radio to be a part of the conversation and to be a part of the community for the community.
You know, we talked about the importance of community theater, but supporting community radio is a big deal too. And, you know, for WRMN, this is a really cool thing that you guys do every day and a really important thing. You have to have a local media outlet to talk about what's going on in your town. So you guys do a nice job.
Tune in to AM 1410, WRMN. Don't forget, you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/WRMN Radio. Keep in tune and informed on what's happening here in the Fox River Valley, right here on WRMN.
Ready to tackle your junk piles? Call the Junk Luggers. From old furniture to entire cleanouts, we do the heavy lifting. And here's the best part. We rehome and recycle as much as possible to keep it all out of landfills. Feel good about your cleanout the green way. Call 1-800-LUG-JUNK or visit junkluggers.com today for your eco-friendly, stress-free service.
Are you looking to buy, sell, or trade something? Maybe clean out that attic or basement, or just make a little extra cash? Then don't miss Tradio on Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. Weekdays at 12:30 p.m. Call in to let folks in the Fox River Valley know what you're looking for or what you've got to get rid of. It's easy, it's free, and it's a great way to connect with your community. Call in at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. If it's got to go, then let us know. Only on Tradio, here on WRMN AM 1410.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
If you build a relationship, then it becomes easier. If you build trust, it becomes easier. As a parent, you want what's best for your child. To give them the love that a child needs is probably the best thing you can do for a teenager.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Everyone needs to take care of their mental health, even running back Bijan Robinson.
When I'm on the field and feeling the pressure, I usually just take a deep breath. When I'm just breathing and seeing what's in front of me, everything just slows down. It just makes me feel great before I run the play.
Just like Bijan, we all need a strong mental game on and off the field. Make a game plan for your mental health at loveyourmindplaybook.org.
Love your mind.
Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Foundation, the Arthur M. Blank Family Foundation, and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, folks, here to Out to Lunch on WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from Studio 14. We are serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. Let's take a little look-see here, see what we've got for the local Fox River Valley area on different things that you can be a part of that are coming up. St. Charles Business Alliance Network is with Becky's Boutiques and 24 others locally in the St. Charles area. They say, let's meet the 2026 St. Charles Spring Shop Crawl Shops with 25 plus unique shops and stops, of course. And something for every style. You are bound to discover a new favorite. Mark your calendars, April 25th to the 26th. You can enjoy some exclusive sales, special offers, pop-ups, and in-store experiences all weekend long. It's a good list of ones that you can choose from. Becky's Boutiques, they have the Arch, which is a beautiful place that you can go into. I've seen some of their wonderful artwork. They've got Campbell's Creations, Boutique Baby, Circa Vintage Gallery, lots of good things that you can go to. Dick Pond Athletics, the Diamond Air, some good stuff. If you like the Gate in Maine or a double take consignment for your shopping needs, or of course the creepy collectibles at the Ghoulish Mortals. I love that shop, especially since they have a lot of Haunted Mansion themed stuff there. I love it. Heinz Brothers Greenhouse Center, of course, open as well. A couple different ones that you can go to, quite a bit that you can enjoy. Play It Against Sports, Rocket Fizz, that's a big candy store. Consignment, all that good stuff. Looking for some books. Trend and Relic is another good one to go to. So that's the shop crawl with those wonderful participating shops that you can go to coming up 25th and 26th. But if you want to go a little bit earlier, of course, you can always go to those shops during those hours of operation. Algonquin and Lake in the Hills Chamber of Commerce recently posted Saturday, April 4th, in a couple days, 10 a.m. to 12. It's the Lake in the Hills Bunny Trail, free for pre-registered residents before the 1st. So now there is a at-the-door price of $3 per resident and $5 for non-residents, but that's not too bad of a price. That's the cost of a coffee for the non-residents and a little bit under the cost of a coffee nowadays for the residents. So it's really not too bad at all. While this isn't a traditional egg hunt, don't forget to bring your baskets. Eggs will be handed out along the trail. Hippity hoppity, the bunny is on its way, they say. Follow the bunny tracks inside Village Hall to discover where these rascals are waiting to snap a photo with you. That's 10 a.m. to 12. That is going to be Lake in the Hills Village Hall. So sounds like a cute little fun event to go to. Explore Elgin Area recently posted that they are excited to welcome back the World Series of Poker Circuit event to the Elgin's Grand Victoria Casino. If you are coming in to play, reserve your hotel here at exploreelginarea.com. There's a link through their Facebook page. Chico's Burritos, and a good way to post this on National Burrito Day, is returning for players and the public to get lunch, dinner, or a really great snack while the event takes place. The menu includes all kinds of Mexican specialties. Check out Chico's on the main floor anytime for lunch and dinner. So they are featuring their players to the World Series of Poker at the Grand Victoria Casino. Very, very cool. They're going to be featuring that. That's coming up Thursday, April 2nd tonight and Sunday, April 12th. And it's actually through that time. So it starts today and it goes through till Sunday. And they're starting in about 2 hours, running until 8, Monday through Thursday. Friday and Saturday, 3:30 to 10:30. Sunday from 12 until 7:30. So sounds like a really great time. You can get a little fancied up, or of course, come in casual clothes and get your poker on. That sounds like a lot of fun. You can also find it directly on exploreelginaria.com on their website. So it does show you a little bit of information on that if you are looking to be a part of that series. Sounds like a lot of fun. World Series of Poker circuit event at the Elgin Hotel. They do have the Elgin Hotel rates too if you are visiting the Elgin area. So definitely feel free to check that one out. That is exploreelginaria.com. That's the website to go to. So check it out for some more information. We do have a caller on hold. Let's take it to the phone lines here. Hi there, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Matt. How you doing?
Hey, Greg. I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. You know, I was listening to your show today, National Burrito Day.
Yes.
And I love all your focus all the time on local restaurants, especially the Hispanic restaurants. And I had a blast from the past listening to today that, as with many businesses, the wonderful radio shopping show introduced me to, but one right down around the corner and down the street from you, La Casa de Pollo Asada, the House of Chicken.
La Casa de Pollo Asada. Let me see if I can find it. Or Asado.
La Casa del Pollo, or Pollo.
Okay, wait. I'm trying to. Let me see. Okay, La Casa del Pollo Asada. There we go, on National Street.
Oh my God! And when you guys had the certificate, it was like it wasn't just like a dinner. It was like a family feast. I remember we had it twice. We went there with the coupon, and we got like a huge tray of chicken, and like probably a half gallon of rice and beans and all the peppers. That place, that you may want to track them down and reintroduce them. Maybe they'll throw you a gift certificate, but that place was outstanding.
All right. Nice.
Yeah, bro. I mean, it's right down National Street. I think that's on the way to Casino. I'm not that familiar with the downtown streets, but really, really good. And it's like I said, it's right in your neighborhood, right there.
Yeah. So it's actually it's just right outside of the Clock Tower Plaza. It's a little bit. Let me see if I'm finding it on the map. Yeah, it's actually right. It's not too far away from the Grand Victoria Casino.
And they did a fair amount of business, I remember, at least at the time, because they had like these huge indoor grills, and there were more chickens than there, I think, at Purdue Farms that they were cooking at one time.
Nice. Well, that's great.
No,
yeah, I'm gonna have to reach out.
Really, really good.
Absolutely. Very nice.
But yeah, again, I learned of them from WRMN. Now, because of our discussion and your show today, I'm going back.
All right, I love it. Awesome. That's great. I'm glad I inspired you to go. I like that.
Yeah, are you still doing Foodie Friday, or is that off the?
So
right now?
the Foodie Friday, so we are having a little bit of a schedule change because we're doing the Fox Sports. So the Out to Lunch segment is going to be more on the YouTube side of things, and we're going to be doing it more geared towards interviews. What I'm hoping that we can start to accomplish is me actually going out to restaurants like
that would be awesome.
Yes.
I was going to say it would be cool if you could have them come in and prepare some, but going on site would be even better.
Yeah, so that's something that we're currently in the works with. So we're excited about that.
Cool. Well, I'm looking forward to the announcements, what they are, but I can't. I don't know what's on anymore because I thought you're supposed to have the news, and now I got national news, and I don't know what's going on here. But all I know is you're the one constant, and please keep up the good work.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Greg. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye now. Yeah, La Casa de Pollo Asado, you can give them a try. They are open right now. They are located not too far away, again, from the Hollywood Casino. I'm sorry, that's not it. Grand Victoria Casino. I wish I was alive back in the day when the boat used to move. I'm sure many of you remember when the boat used to move. I was not there. I was not even a thought yet, I don't think, before they stopped moving the boat. I don't know. But it's a cool place to go to, definitely. Yes, absolutely. Let's see some other things that are going on downtown here in the area. Easter Candy Throwdown is going on here, recently posted by the Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce. It's such a decision. What do you prefer? Do you like those chocolate eggs? The hard eggs, the more just regular chocolate eggs. So there's the hard chocolate eggs with the shell, the candy shell. There's the regular chocolate eggs. There's Peeps, or the little marshmallow bunnies, or also the just general chocolate bunnies too. So what do you prefer? I would say probably D would be mine. Just something to kind of, nibble on a little bit. They come in the wrappers, the colorful wrappers. That's what I personally like. So just something a little fun that they posted on there that you can find. That's on elginchamber.com or also on their Facebook page. So definitely feel free to check that out for more information. Maybe you know someone that's interested, and we'll talk a little bit more about this, but they are looking to hire at ECC. Industry leaders, experienced makers, passionate educators, be a part of something big. They have their adjunct facility or faculty team, so they're going to be having it Wednesday, April 15th. You can go in and see if you maybe want to get an interview. They're looking to hire, so definitely check that out. Coming up next, we have our Tradio segment. If you are looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, that'll be the time to call in at 847-931-1410. Also wanted to send this out to you as well. Coming up tomorrow at the 8 o'clock segment of the morning show, we're going to be having Linda Collins with the Elgin Symphony Orchestra calling in to tell us about an upcoming thing that they're having on Friday, an upcoming event. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up tomorrow. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby, brought to you by Cintas. Illinois State Police Director Brendan Kelly says it could take 18 years to replace the agency's fleet under current funding. Capital News Illinois reports more than 1,000 vehicles have exceeded their lifespan, with new units costing about $120,000. Governor J.B. Pritzker says an executive order from Donald Trump on election integrity is unconstitutional. Pritzker says Illinois will continue administering free and fair elections regardless of the order. Trump says the move is aimed at ensuring honest voting. Illinois Attorney General Kwame Raoul says he and Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison are leading a coalition challenging the Trump administration's repeal of federal mercury emission standards. The lawsuit argues the EPA failed to justify the rollback. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
The problem with radio is we can't show you our new box packed with a KFC snacker, 5 nuggets, fries, and a drink for just $7. So you'll just have to trust us when we say the crispy golden fried breading will make your mouth water. You'll have to trust us when we say this is a ridiculous amount of chicken for such a small price. And you'll have to really trust us when we insist that, yes, it really is only $7. $7 box feast from KFC. Trust us. It's finger-licking good.
Prices and participation may vary. Tax, tips, and fees extra.
Progressive knows you think the grass is always greener. Like maybe you ride a motorcycle. But today, it's raining. So you wish you had an RV. But if you did, you'd have to listen to some guy parked next to it at a campsite plays acoustic guitar. Now, before you start wishing you had a boat, remember, your brother-in-law would invite himself every weekend.
Permission to come aboard, Captain?
But one thing that is greener is the money you could save when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Looking to buy or sell a home in Chicagoland? Need trusted legal help with real estate, evictions, or estate planning? Turn to Guthrie & Brady, the happy lawyers serving the greater Chicago area since 1965. With over 50 years of experience, they handle titles and deeds, foreclosures, landlord-tenant issues, wills, trusts, and more. Appointments available evenings or weekends at their Roselle office or right in your home. Call Guthrie & Brady now at 847-524-1215. That's 847-524-1215. Or visit gnblegal.com. Guthrie & Brady, personal, professional, affordable legal services for all of Chicagoland. The happy lawyers since 1965. That's gnblegal.com. Or 847-524-1215. Guthrie and Brady, trusted legal help made easy, fast, affordable, and experienced. Call today.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blade. This afternoon, showers and thunderstorms likely, with a high near 68. Heavy rainfall is possible at times. Tonight, a chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a low around 46. Looking ahead to Friday, it will be partly sunny with a high near 62, providing a brief break from the rain. Currently, it's 51 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Now there's a new way to take charge of your blood sugar. Introducing new Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula from the makers of the nation's best-selling garlic supplement. New Garlic helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels with clinically supported levels of garlic, plus a custom blend of vitamins and minerals, and it's odor-free. Take charge of your blood sugar with new Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you at the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, everyone, of course, for tuning in today, being a part of the conversation with us. You know what time it is. We are in our Tradio segment. If you are looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, now's the time to call in here at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. 1410. If it's got to go, post it here on Tradio. Let's take a look here and see what we have for the recent Tradio callers. Tradio caller has a lot of furniture for sale in Hampshire. Everything is like new. We'll take any offers. 2 sofas, dining room table, and so much more. Also has a brown sofa. We'll take 400 or best offer on that. 65-inch TV comes with appliances. She's got that at 450 or best offer. She also does have a washer and dryer. Also a Hoover shampooer for $100. Also has a leaf blower, aluminum ladders. Call and tell her who you are first. That's 847-502-4612. That's 847-502-4612. Let's see here. Some other Tradio callers that have recently called in within the past couple of weeks. We have a Tradio caller has 4 colonial pine tables from the 1980s. Looking for a good offer on that, at least $100 for all 4 of them. She also does have a new Bun coffee maker for $10. So very, very good price on that, if I do say so myself. And she also has a wetback for your car. If you're interested, that number to dial is 847-209-7765. That's 847-209-7765. Another Tradio caller here is looking for a window washer. If you want to reach out to this Tradio caller, that number is 847-308-1455. That's 847-308-1455. Another Tradio caller here, Patrick, is looking for a wood chipper for sale. So if you are interested, that number to dial is 224-735-1674. That's 224-735-1674. Another Tradio caller has a Bayliner boat for sale. It's 17 feet and it's in very good condition. Also has a trailer that comes with it too. Has a 1946 Chevy 1-ton truck as well. A best offer on both of those is available. Please feel free to reach out to for more information. That's 847-464-5830. That's 847-464-5830 is that number to dial. Another Trader caller here, Greg, who just called in. He's looking for those bicycles, late 1800s to 1970s, parts, pieces, and or accessories in any condition. He's also looking for vintage Omega watches, men's and women's watches, and also diver style watches. He's a collector, not a dealer, so he will pay a fair price on those. He's also looking for old gas tether cars, which are the old toy cars from the 50s and the 60s. They have the tiny little gas engines on them too. Some were made by the Cox Corporation, so anything like that he is interested in. Also looking for old slot cars or slot car parts or even sets, mainly 124 scale cars, HO as well. He's got a son looking for some Pokemon cards too. He's got that nice, very nice Bailey Blue hat for sale. It does come with the box. He's got that Hamilton Beach 3-head milkshake maker. The weather's going to get a little bit warmer eventually, so you can utilize that. $400 is the asking price. And then also a Schwinn 312 Goose Island bicycle for $99. Feel free to reach out to Greg today. That's 847-962-6033. That's 847-962-6033. If you want to personally reach out to me outside of the Tradio segment as well, you can reach out to me, of course, if you've got my number. You can also email me, matt@WRMN1410.com. If you are interested in that, you can, of course, feel free to reach out to me anytime there. I'll make sure to get the message passed along. So there's that as well. Want to give recognition, of course, always here to the Elgin Police Department. Coming up tomorrow, we do have Fridays with the Finest with Chief Lally. That'll be starting at 9 o'clock until 9:30. They recently did upload their, update their profile picture. Elgin Police Department recognizing autism acceptance. And there have been nothing but very wonderful, positive comments in the comment section there. So very, very good. Thank you for that, of course, and thank you for all you do for the Elgin community and the surrounding area. That's the Elgin Police Department. So that's very nice that they put that out there. They also recently announced here, the Elgin Police Department is proud and excited to announce the return of Safe Together Academy. Now, what is Safe Together Academy? They are designed to strengthen connections between individuals with disabilities, their caregivers, and their local first responders. This is a unique program focusing on fostering safer interactions, as well as increasing understanding and building positive, lasting relationships. This year, they're excited to expand the program through an even stronger partnership with the Elgin Fire Department. Participants will gain valuable insight on how both police officers and firefighters respond to calls for service and what to expect during emergencies, and how we can work together to ensure safe and successful interactions with first responders. The academy will be held once a month for an entirety of 8 months on the 4th Tuesday of each month, beginning in May. So if you want to read a little bit more detail on this list, this announcement, it was posted 3 hours ago on their Facebook page. You can check it out at the Elgin Police Department on Facebook. Now, here are some things. To participate, individuals must be a resident of the Elgin area, be 16 years of age or older, and also attend with a caregiver as well. Now, space is very limited, and registration will also be available on a first-come, first-served basis. Now, there is a QR code that you can also scan through this particular article and flyer. Registration is required, and again, that space is limited. So they are excited to be a part of that as well, too. So some of the topics that will be available will include differences between emergencies and non-emergencies, as well as when and how to call 911, fire and police station tours, crime scene investigations, mock traffic stops, and fire safety. Again, this is a free and consists of informative presentations and practical experience. So definitely check it out for more information. You can find that posted on their Facebook page and also on their website. That is the Safe Together Academy. Very, very nice. And then, of course, A beautiful remembrance to Sergeant Rich Free, number 402. Today's his birthday, and as we in the department take a moment to reflect, we also want to share this day with you, as many came together to support his family, friends, and also the department last year when his watch ended. They say that they will continue to remember Rich, and his legacy will live on for his family and friends, in which we are sending extra love and strength to today. Rich, your life of service, courage, and heart continues to inspire. Very, very nice and touching there. And again, wonderful comments in that section as well too, and just part of the community coming together. I think that is fantastic. So again, check out more information, Elgin Police Department. Don't forget, coming up tomorrow at 9 o'clock for Fridays with the Finest. Taking a look at some other things kind of related to the Easter side of things. As we know, the St. Charles Chamber of Commerce is wishing everyone a very wonderful Easter. Their physical office will be closed tomorrow on Friday, but you can reach their team via email and or phone for any assistance. Their physical office, again, will be closed. Some bunny wanted to let you know that they're hopping into Easter weekend, so they recently posted that onto their Facebook page. You can also find our Facebook page as well. This is WRMN AM 1410. Check out the Susie Q of the day. Fun pictures from the event. Yes. You can check that out. Some of those funny pictures from the Pallet to Pallet event and more. Check it out. That's WRMN 1410 Radio. That is on our Facebook page. So definitely check that out for more information. And then coming up here next, we've got our bottom of the hour news, or excuse me, not bottom of the hour news, our next time out in about 20 seconds or so. So we're going to take a quick time out here. And then when we come back, we'll continue on talking more about what's happening locally in the Fox River Valley area. From Geneva, Gail Borden Public Library, St. Charles District, Batavia Chamber of Commerce, and mentioning what are some of those great Easter brunches that you can go to around the Elgin area and further. So we'll talk about that and more coming up next here, continuing on your local radio station show, Out to Lunch, here with Matt McNeil. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a little bit.
Elgin isn't just a city. It's a community built on connection, innovation, and opportunity. And at the heart of it all is the Elgin Chamber of Commerce. For over a century, the Elgin Chamber has helped local businesses grow, connecting entrepreneurs, advocating for progress, and inspiring the leaders of tomorrow. Whether you're a new business just starting out or an established company looking to expand, the Elgin Chamber is your partner for success. Join a powerful network of leaders making a difference in our community every day. Together, we're shaping the future of Elgin one connection at a time. Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce, where business and community grow together. Call now, 847-741-5660, or go to info@elginchamber.com. Contact Carol Gieske.
Ever tried balancing a dozen eggs in one hand while hopping on one foot? Or maybe juggling cats while riding the unicycle? Sounds ridiculous, right? But guess what? That's exactly what texting while driving is like. Your human brain only has the capacity to focus on one thing at a time. So when you're behind the wheel, give driving your undivided attention.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Building a house is hard, but have you tried removing one? Flood Brothers takes the mess out of demolition. With fast roll-off dumpster delivery, reliable debris pickup, and a family-owned team that takes service personally. Call 630-261-0400 or visit floodbrothersdisposal.com. Flood Brothers Disposal, proud sponsor of America's First Responders Fest.
If you turned 65 recently like me, it's important you find a Medicare Advantage plan that gives you the coverage you're looking for. But finding one can be difficult. The best thing I did, and I suggest you do the same, is call a licensed insurance agent and let them walk you through your Medicare Advantage plan options. There are so many benefits you have access to, so make the call now and let the representatives explain everything to you. Our licensed insurance agents can offer you a variety of Medicare Advantage plans. Plus, the call is free, the information is free, and there's no obligation to enroll. We're here to make it easy for you to select a Medicare Advantage plan that may work for your needs. Finding a Medicare Advantage plan can be easy if you do what I did. Make a quick call right now to learn more. Thank you.
800-433-3082. 800-433-3082. 800-433-3082. That's 800-433-3082.
Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you so much for tuning in today, everybody, and being a part of the conversation with us. The Out to Lunch segment, interviewing cellist Oliver Herbert, has been posted onto our YouTube page. I'll be making a short Facebook post pretty soon here after Out to Lunch, so stay tuned for that. Coming up later today, we've got What's Cooking Today with Michael Horn. That'll be from 1 until 2 o'clock. From 2 until 4, we have a Talk Time with Tammy and Friends Best Of. She had the time off today just because we originally were going to be playing the game, but it has been delayed. So I just wanted to put that information out there for you once again here that the game has been delayed. So that's for the White Sox game, so they're going to be playing tomorrow. But we'll continue to have programming in there for you so you can tune into that. We also do have Big Top Sports coming up. That'll be from 4 until 6. 6 until 7 o'clock is a replay of our Fox News section. And then from 7 to 8, we've got a political talk show, Voice of Reason, and also late night radio on WRMN. Now, you can listen to the late night radio and all the spooky stories, especially when it's going to be thundering outside. It'll definitely amplify your entire experience when you listen to it. So get all cozied up for that. Of course, before we eventually head on out of the show for today, I want to say a big thank you once again to the sponsor for today's show, Out to Lunch, sponsored by St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. You can get back to doing what you love with expert orthopedic and spine care at St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. From advanced surgery to personalized rehab, their specialists are with you throughout your care journey. St. Joseph Hospital is a proud member of Prime Healthcare, and they're here to keep you moving. So you can schedule your appointment today by giving them a call at 847-931-5525 or visit their website at stjosephelgin.com. They have an easy-to-navigate website. If anyone out there is having trouble, feel free to reach out to me. I can definitely help you go through step-by-step, looking through some of that stuff too. You can also call them as well. They are a wonderful group that does help to get you into the activities back to what you love doing. So very good to do that. But check it out on their website. You can view it at stjosephelgin.com. For the remainder of the time, let's pop up some of these good, interesting articles and or Facebook posts. Officially sold out, according to Geneva, Illinois Chamber of Commerce and Tourism. You showed up for their coffee crawl, and they are here for it. Tickets are officially sold out for the coffee crawl coming up on April 18th, 11 to 3. So they are officially now sold out. Yes, definitely. Make sure you go to that if you already got your tickets. It should be fun. Gilborden Public Library also recently posted that you can check out the vibrant Fiestas de Primavera art exhibit now on display at the main library. Local artists have come together to celebrate the beauty and culture of the Latino community through their incredible artwork. A big thank you to CAL Circulo de Artistas Latinos for bringing this beautiful display to life. It is gorgeous. So if you want to check it out for yourself, feel free to do so. I love the representation of the Hispanic community here in Elgin. So check it out for more information. That's Gilborden Public Library. You can find them on their Facebook page. Nothing beats actually, of course, going in and checking out these beautiful art pieces yourself. So definitely feel free to do that. St. Charles District 303 recently posted that they are celebrating Neurodiversity Awareness Month an opportunity to promote understanding, inclusivity, acceptance, and celebration of neurological differences. That's all differences, of course, coming together as a community and celebrating our differences, working together stronger with each other when we're working together and not against each other. So that is Neurodiversity Awareness Month in the month of April. That was recently posted by the St. Charles Park District 303. So thank you for posting that. Batavia Chamber of Commerce recently posted an upcoming event. It is an Easter brunch. This is our segment where we'll talk about those Easter brunches to go to. Now, it does look like they are sold out on quite a bit of those times, 10:30, 12:30, and 1. They just added 2:30 p.m. and 3:15 p.m. for the Easter brunch coming up. This is going to be at the Prairie Landing that is located in West Chicago. So it is a little bit further out, but it is in Batavia Chamber of Commerce, of course. So it is represented as a Fox River Valley area place. So that's the Easter Bunny Brunch coming up Sunday, April 5th. Seating is available at 10 a.m. and just added 2:30 p.m. and 3:15. So it's at the Prairie Landing Golf Club if you want to give them a try and check them out. Adults are $59. Kids age 4 to 13 are at $29. Children 3 and under get in for free. Member pricing for club members, $47.50 for adults. Children 4 to 13 is $28. And then member pricing is valid for members plus 3 guests. Check out more information at prairielanding.com to get information on the pricing and more, and even just in general about Prairie Landing Golf Club. And again, we talked a little bit about this during the community hour. Some of the local places in the Fox River Valley area and the Elgin area that are featured, talking about some of those Easter brunch specials, where to go to if you want to enjoy some of these activities. And if you don't feel like cooking, you can check them out. Easter brunch is available at Emmett's, all locations. That's Downers Grove, Palatine, and West Dundee. I do enjoy their burgers at the West Dundee location. The Easter Bunny Brunch will be Easter Sunday from 9 until 3. Adults are $45. Kids 6 to 12 at $25, and kids under 5 get in for free. And for an extra $12, if you want to champagne it up a little bit here, you can make it a champagne brunch. Reservations are made by phone, or you can talk to a manager today. You can call their number at 847-428-4500. So definitely good to do that too. Easter brunch buffet at the Grumpy Goat Tavern and Johnny's Supper Club is also coming up from 9 until 4 at the Grumpy Goat, and Johnny's Supper Club from 9 until 3 o'clock. It is $48 per adult and $15 per child. Children ages 4 to 12 and kids 3 and under get in for free. So if you want to, $15 per child, ages 4 to 12, Kids 3 and under get in for free. You can call for reservations for more information on that. That's 847-931-5950. And this information can also be found on exploreelginaria.com. If you go under the events page, you'll be able to find it. Coming up at the Holiday Inn and Suites, there is also the beautiful Easter brunch. That'll be April 5th on Sunday from 10 a.m. until 11:30 a.m. And then, seating is at 10 a.m., 11:30, and 1 p.m. Now, you can also call their number to make those reservations. There's still time to do it. That's 847-488-9000. Now, I'm not quite sure the pricing on that. It didn't say what the pricing was. I don't know if that's going to be in particularly a little bit different. Let's see if we can find information. We'll scope it out and see if anything comes up on the Facebook pages or maybe Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce. It says this is, oh no, that's an older one. I think, yeah, that was 2025. Excuse me. Let's see if I can, that one's 2018. I'm not quite sure what the pricing is on that. You have to call to make a reservation and see, or even just call to ask for that pricing. Jimmy's Char House has some Easter specials coming up Sunday, April 5th, including surf and turf, rotisserie roasted pork, stuffed shrimp, and filet mignon with stuffed shrimp. You can call for reservations. Hop on over to give them a try, 847-783-0200. Reservations are highly suggested, but they're not necessarily required, but highly suggested, as they do say. Couple other places you can go to. Bartlett Hills has their Easter brunch Sunday, April 5th from 10 to 2. Reservations are required. It includes fresh fruit displays, made-to-order omelet station, assorted breakfast and dinner classics, prime rib and ham carving station to your liking, seafood and sushi displays, always good, a sweet table for the sweet tooths out there, and assorted pastries, mimosas, coffee, and soft drinks are available. For $54.95, that's for adults, kids 3 to 12 at $24.95, and under 3 years old, you get to come in for free. Make sure you're with an adult, though. Don't just leave your kid unattended there. And then, of course, there's quite a few other places. I only have so much time to talk about them, but if you go onto the Explore Elgin area website, you'll be able to find it. Chicago Street Poorhouse has one. Villa Olivia. I went years ago. Phenomenal. Definitely worth the price as well. And then also, Aliana's Ristorante has some specials as well, so definitely check that out. This does wrap it up here for Out to Lunch. Thank you, everyone, so much for tuning in today and being a part of the conversation with us. We greatly appreciate it a lot here on WRMN AM 1410. We hope you have a wonderful rest of your day today. Definitely try to stay nice and dry. It is definitely calmed down now. It's the calm before the actual storm. So make sure that you are prepared for that. Have a wonderful rest of your day.